Hey, Seth the Geek here. So I went and saw the new Hobbit movie. Wanted to kind of give a couple thoughts. Flying solo today because Spencer don't like them ring movies. The nerd is not into the Lord of the Rings. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get right into it. So I enjoyed the movie overall. I think one of the strong points of the movie was the sense that the movie definitely felt like it was getting darker, because at the time of Fellowship of the Ring, the first in Lord of the Rings trilogy, it's very dark. So, you know, Hobbit is got to get darker and darker for it to get brighter and brighter. So I like that it definitely felt like that. It felt very linear, that we're going to darkness. I enjoyed that this movie had a lot of parallels with the other 4 movies now. With, by the way, spoilers. If you don't want any spoilers, just turn it off. If you don't really care, then keep going. Anyway, you've been warned. Okay, so some parallels. We have Bilbo killing just beating the crap out of that like spider crab thing just for the ring. Felt a lot like Smeagol killing Deagol in Return of the King. Toriel seemed a lot like Arwen when she was using some Kingsfoil to save one of the or save Keely. Alfred seemed a lot like Grandma Wormtongue. The fun little Gimli cameo was pretty, that was fun. You see a picture of him, and Legolas stares at it and just kind of gives it a, you know, what the H moment. Peter Jackson actually had a cameo as his same character in Brie, you know, eating a carrot, so that was a fun little way to start the movie. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I like now. The parallels were cool. Anyway, one of the things I really, really liked was the fact that the presence of the ring was felt. Every time Bilbo put it on and took it off, it seemed like it took a toll on him. You know, when the book was originally written, I'm sure that he had, there wasn't really any hints that it was malicious at all. And I like, since we know what's going to come of the ring and what has come of the ring, it's not a toy, it's a weapon, and I like that that it was treated as such, that it takes a toll on you when you use it. It's hard on your body and your mind and your spirit, so that was pretty cool. I like that it wasn't just like, you know, put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, doing whatever. Anyway, so another thing that I really liked, I really liked the fact that Legolas was running around being a BA, and we got plenty of Legolas time. He's my favorite Lord of the Rings character. So that was pretty cool. I liked also seeing him struggle a little bit. In Lord of the Rings, you see him, you know, killing Mumax and killing like 6 orcs or Uruk-hai at a time and stuff like that. In this, he had trouble with one. At one point, he actually had to, like, you know, go fisticuffs with it. So that was pretty cool. Actually, even seeing him bleed. So it's nice to know that he's not like this invincible fighter, you know, doing his thing, but at the same time having lots of cool stuff. You know. Doing lots of cool stuff, though. So, some people are complaining about this love triangle between Legolas, Keely, and Toriel. Doesn't really bug me that much, because I don't feel like they committed a whole lot to it. I think it was supposed to try to... I personally think it was foreshadowing for Keely's going to eventually die. I hate to say that. He's my favorite dwarf, but... yes, Keely is going to eventually die. I think it's just they were trying to, you know, get you a little bit more acquainted with the character and who he is as a character before to make his death mean something in the next one. I think it's also they were trying to show that, you know, at this point Legolas doesn't really like dwarves, but in 50 years when Lord of the Rings happens, he's going to meet Gimli, and, you know, they're going to become best buds. So I think that the love story is kind of showing that, like, times will change for dwarves and elves, that they aren't going to stay enemies forever. I think that also could be seen with, at one point, Thorin saves Legolas, but we don't know if Legolas even saw it or not. So I think that that's showing that, you know, people can change. Yeah, again, the love story didn't really bug me, because it didn't really get all like Twilight-y love triangle-y, where it's like, well, I'm not doing this if you don't love me. These 3 characters are all very strong and are all very committed to different things, and they didn't really let their feelings for each other get in the way of what they believed was the right thing, and I thought that was good that they didn't lose any respect for me because of that. Favorite scene in the whole movie. Well, first off, Gandalf is investigating. He goes and investigates the Witch King's grave, which is super awesome. That was pretty cool to see his gravesite. So Gandalf goes and investigates Dol Guldur, and he tells Radagast to go get the rest of the White Council. So that means Saruman, Galadriel, and Elrond. So basically, Gandalf's walking around Dol Guldur. He's using magic. He's trying to like decloak this cloaking spell that's around the castle. And we actually get to see him use a little bit of magic against the orcs. Yes, we get to see him fight plenty of times in the original trilogy, but he doesn't use a whole lot of magic. He just kind of beats the crap out of people with glamdring. So that was pretty cool to see him, knock down he knocks down a wall at one point. He uses this blinding spell. Anyway, he ends up running into the necromancer. And so him and the necromancer have like this actual like physical good and evil fight where they're like it's light and darkness just attacking each other, and that was cool to actually see a physical fight rather than there's a lot of metaphors within Lord of the Rings of good and evil. It was nice to actually visualize and see good fighting evil and light fighting darkness. So basically the necromancer ends up winning, but before he wins, Gandalf is able to like rip away the necromancer like covering, and it reveals Sauron. And I got really giddy at this point because they actually committed to it, and they showed his armor, and they showed the Great Eye, and like Gandalf's face lit up, and he was all like Sauron, and that was just like very, very cool because I wasn't really expecting that. On another side note, I thought the necromancer was handled very well with the way that it was just like a shadow cruising along the. It was like the shapeless, voidless mass. It was, it was like a void of darkness, not voidless, but it was like a void of darkness. So that was super cool. I enjoyed the. I also really liked the. I liked the barrel scene. I thought that was kind of fun. Get to see some elves in action. I got a couple laughs in there. Let's. I also really like the scene where Bilbo names Sting. I thought that was kind of fun, just because I don't know, they worked that in there because I thought they kind of made it a big deal that like his sword didn't really need a weapon, or it didn't need a name, I guess, in the last one. So I thought that was kind of fun that he showed them. He showed them what's up. Some of the stuff that I didn't really like. Sorry, I just didn't care for Bard. I want to like him, but I'm sorry, Lake Town reminded me too much of Rohan. I just stopped caring. One of the other problems with the movie is that it has really bad. I feel like it has pacing problems, which I understand the Lord of the Rings movies kind of do have pacing problems, but this just like it was moving really well in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they get to Lake Town and it just slows down, and it is just It's painful. It's hard. It's hard to keep watching it. And I just want to say this: if Bard kills Smaug with a stupid ballista at the end of the movie, or at the end of the next one, I'm gonna be ticked off because he's supposed to be the best archer in Dale. Like, and I'm really into archers, and I wanted to really like Bard, but I just didn't care very much. I'll be honest. I just was kind of like, all right, so the town hates this guy, and it just, I don't know. Lake Town just reminded me of Rohan, and I just don't really care for Rohan, and whatever. Anyway. So yeah, movie was moving really well. But then slowed way down with Lake Town, and it was really slow also with the Smaug part. It was cool. I liked Bilbo talking to Smaug, and I liked how like Smaug almost was so evil that he made Bilbo take off the ring. So that was kind of cool. And like his eye and Sauron's eye, nice like, I don't know, nice connection between those things. But I don't know, I didn't really care for the dwarves running in after Bilbo and trying to save him from Smaug, and, I don't know, I just wasn't really, I don't know, I just wasn't on board with that. But anyway, I did enjoy the fact that the elves spoke Elvish to each other and the orcs spoke Orcish to each other. I thought that was pretty sweet. Not everyone just spoke English, so it kind of made it seem more like it was a real place. Anyway, So there's some thoughts. I enjoyed the movie. Let me know what you thought. Put it down in the comments. Leave this will be up on Facebook. Put a comment. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you. We'll chit chat about the movie. Anyway, I'm sure Spencer and I will be making a movie or a video soon about something. I don't know. There'll be something. Anyway, you'll see more of us soon. Have a good day. Bye.